Hello everyone. Very good evening to you. Okay, welcome back to another global markets webinar. Okay, this is the second part of the three series that we are going to do. Okay, thanks for joining us at such a late hours. Okay, so today's agenda, right? What we are going to do is the same flow. Okay, we are just going to do indices, gold, oil, and some counters in the US market. Then also we will just go through some of the Q&A we will just go through some of the questions in the Q&A section. Okay, then it can be anything related to technicals, okay, technical analysis, anything about counter review, but counter review we will try to minimize it okay. I think if you have attended Zane's webinar on Monday, I'm pretty sure he covered most of the counters already. All right, so I am Jay here. Today I have with me Xiong as well. Okay, so without further ado, we will go into the charts. Okay, thank you very much. Wait. Okay, so the chart now we are looking at, right, is Dow Jones Index. Okay, DJI. All right. So before I start okay, do you see the poll that we launched now? Okay, what do you think about the market direction? Is it bullish, neutral, bearish? I don't know. What do you think? Right. Let's see some of your votes. Then we can continue from here. Okay, but personally, I think is like I explained last week. It should be the same From what you are looking at now on the daily chart, Dow Jones basically still bearish. All right, to me Okay, so if you are looking for any positions, I think for now is really sitting on your hands. Okay, nothing really showing that there's a sign of rejection yet. Okay, like I explained. Dow Jones, basically, initially we are looking at the uptrend, okay, running towards 35,000, 36,000 area, okay. Then in September, price starts to range for a bit, all right, range for probably like 1 month-ish. Then after that, price start to break down. Okay, now it's hitting to below. Okay, currently we are seeing the price below 33,000. Okay, so where will Dow Jones go to next? Okay, it's probably 32,500, which is it's probably like a 500 points downwards only. Okay, but because of this structure change, right, in the market for Dow Jones, I think it will continue this down move for a while more. All right, because any rejection back upwards, right, what we might be looking at will be the same thing. Okay, we might be looking at a new lower high with a new lower low being formed. Okay, then for this downtrend in the near term, we would probably be seeing it continuing, right? Okay, so just be very wary I mean, I'm not sure about the Asian markets yet. Later I will go and take a look. Okay, but in terms, I mean, equities wise, general direction for now, near term wise, even if you are swinging, we are looking at a bearish momentum for now. Okay, then next one, let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ, pretty much the same as Dow Jones. Okay, same thing, uptrend got broken at 15,500. All right, we are seeing a range area getting formed, currently trading near the bottom of this range area. Okay, but nonetheless, price already broke down from the trend area. We are not seeing new higher high form, okay, which is at 16,000. Okay, this was the recent high that price made. Then subsequently lower high, lower low with a new lower high, lower low with currently potentially a new lower high being formed again. Okay, so NASDAQ index, same thing. Currently, they are sitting on a previous demand level. Okay, but I think the direction should probably be the same. Okay, they are creating new lower high, then with movements continuing this bearish momentum. Okay, so just be very wary of your position if you are in the US market. Then the next one will be S&P 500. Okay, S&P 500, I think the drawing I don't need to remove. Okay, this was what I shared last week. Okay, same thing. You see on the daily chart, S&P 500 rejected. I think last week was what, 27 September. We see a rejection back to this area that they broke away from, right? The previous, you can call it support level, you can call it demand, you can call it a key level, anything lah. Okay, basically price created a new lower high and get rejected downwards towards the 4,200 area, right? So with this momentum coming downwards, right, we should see, I mean, we probably will see price continue to do this zigzag all the way to a 4,000 area, right? So the only time any bullish momentum might continue, okay, is when price can sustain itself above 4,360. Okay, basically, if ever lah, I mean not ever lah, okay, if any time within these few months before year end, if price can sustain itself back above 4,300 with a new higher high in this near term area, we might see them attempting higher. Otherwise, generally, I think the three indices is already indicating that we are looking at bearish momentum. All right, so any rebound, any technical rebound, even short term wise, right, is probably going to be heading lower. Okay, next one will be gold. Gold, I think I shared as well last week. Okay, so gold all the way, you see, for I mean for gold, let's look at weekly chart. Okay, this is weekly chart for gold. Same story as well, huge range area. However, in recent weeks, we are seeing a very strong bearish momentum pushing downwards. Okay, so as for last week and this week, now is Wednesday, 3 days in already, we are still seeing a continuation of bearish momentum from gold itself. Okay, price is still pushing downwards, so it's a consecutive of what, almost 10 days of bearish movement ever since they rejected 1,943. Okay, so now sitting at a demand level, we really have to see whether there's stronger rejection from here. Okay, we did a rejection, gold did a rejection yesterday, but still a bearish closure. We cannot confirm whether this level will hold yet. Okay, it will be best to wait for some bullish candle closing. Okay, then we see how they react off the minor level over here. Okay, so if you can visualize, basically gold is just going to be dancing cha-cha at this area, down, up, zigzag, okay, until they start to break above 1,830, basically. All right, we might see a movement creating a new lower high. So okay, so they might be running here, then they pop, then might come lower again. Okay, so the important point is to look out for this area of rejection upwards towards 1,856. Then we will determine whether the move, whether this short-term area we can do anything lah, okay, basically. But then with that being said, right, if you are, I mean, this is on daily chart, right? So if you are swinging, nothing too long yet, to be honest, okay, because even if you want long, your SL is what, 1,800, right, your stop loss. So nothing really nice yet. I would rather you wait for a a bullish candle here, then you look for this movement upwards. Okay, this one later, maybe if you want, okay, if you are interested, tell me in the Q&A. I will give you the intraday setup, whether you can look into gold. Okay, I will go into US oil now. Okay, US oil, same thing. Last week, price was trying to hold above $88, $89. Okay, I think the drawing here quite clear already. We have a key level that oil broke through. Okay, Friday was 27, strong rejection of 92, 94 area, bearish momentum coming down. Okay, so same thing lah. You see, if price cannot sustain above itself on the immediate supply area, right? Basically, what they want to do is they will come down, try to create a new higher low, and try to attempt this higher high again. Okay, basically this high here, in order for this up move to continue, okay, we are seeing we are seeing oil running quite bullishly in the past few months, right? So, but the important thing now is from here, where will oil be looking to do? As in, what would they be looking to do, lah? Right? If you are looking at trend line support, even at the demand area, okay, we have one at 85, okay, 85. Why here? Because basically they broke away from their huge range area. Okay, price continued the upwards movement, and this was where they last formed a demand area. Okay, so at this demand, we have to see how price react over here. Any rejection, we might be seeing this 89 again. Okay, not saying that you see a rejection here, the price will go until 90, 94, 95. No, okay, always look at it by levels. Okay, even if you are swinging, you are okay, maybe not as much for investing, okay, but like swing, right, if you are swinging, you are doing intraday, basically you are taking price from levels to levels. Okay, so I'll be looking out at this 85 level for a rejection towards 90, 89, 90 area. Okay, then we shall see how price reacts when they tap into this 89 area. Okay, because basically it was the last area they broke down from. Okay, so bearish momentum is still there. We need to see if price can sustain itself above 89, 90 level. Okay, so I think with these all the indices and commods we are done. Let me see if there's any Q&A. Okay, don't have. Okay, then I will just go into some of the popular counters that is worth looking at lah. Okay, let's start with Tesla lah. Okay, since we spoke about it last week. Tesla. Also another thing. Okay, this webinar, right? I know the timing is when market is running lah. Okay, but I mean we receive feedbacks that most of you are more interested in like swing trading, right? So time horizon probably like few weeks, few months, you know. So if that's the case, right? We will be looking to change the timing to earlier sessions. Okay, but same thing lah. We will go through all the educational stuff. Then after that, how you can apply to the charts. Okay, how you can look at the charts in a more clearer way lah, in a sense. Okay, because if nobody is going to be doing intraday, right, not much, right, then I don't want to spend too much time telling you the intraday portion, because intraday, I mean, TA wise, yes, it's the same, okay, but intraday, I mean, like I explained last week, right, you are making use a lot more on volume and volatility in the market, okay, but swing wise, no, swing wise, basically, you still want the volatility, okay, but we will be looking more on at which level, right, is more, you will have higher probability of taking a trade, okay, you get what I mean, okay, so with that being said, I will look into Tesla first, okay, let's look at daily chart lah, okay, Tesla. Basically, Tesla, same real, now it's a range bound, okay, it's a very huge range, even if you're looking at swing, right, it's a huge range, okay, they are still running on a bullish momentum though, okay, so what Tesla is trying to do now, they are trying to support itself above 240 level, okay, so if you are looking to get a position, right, swinging upwards, right, your first area that you need to be aware of, please take note of 270, okay, 275 lah, basically this area here. All right, yeah, basically you need price to break above 275, then you can try to see this 300 whether they can hit, right? So for now, they are still, I mean, even if you are looking at swing, okay, swing, I will just take it as is already in the near term already, okay, you take a few weeks, basically they are just going to cha-cha here until they try to attempt at 275, okay, we have a new higher low form, okay, so now the important thing, right, is whether price can continue this upwards movement, target this 275 area, okay, this upward movement, of course, you don't expect it to be like a 1 or 2 candles straight away come into 275 lah, okay, as long as they can continue to break first one 250, 260 area, then they will maybe retrace a bit, then continue, okay, basically you just be looking out at the zigzag movement, okay, creating new higher high, new higher lows, basically. All right, but of course you don't need to see so far already lah, you can basically just look at this area itself, okay, even on swing, this is how you're going to look. You cannot you cannot be too caught up that, okay, Tesla, wow, last time 400, yes, they came all the way 100, now rejecting, wow, very strong, okay, yes, you can hold it out, but you just need to understand, I mean, everyone, the trading style is very different, so you have to see your opportunity cost and how long are you going to hold, are you satisfied with what profits you are going to take, okay, so, but in simple terms, if you are just going to share, is as long as price can hold above 260, right, you would probably see a new higher low form at 260, then price attempting at 275 again. Okay, how long will it take? I don't know. Maybe this week they can hit already. Okay, Friday we have NFP, okay, non-farm payroll. Maybe the data will push it higher. I don't know. Okay, then we have earnings coming out as well, right? So we have catalysts in the market that will push price. Okay, this direction should probably be, I mean, they will probably be running this way unless they break below this level of 230. Okay, if you see a bearish closure below 230, you see one red candle like that, okay lah, the red candle not so big, but you understand what I'm trying to say, right? As long as you see one red candle closing below, right, then you must be careful already, okay? Even you can swing or what, you better be careful, because once they close bear, right, yes, they can do some rejection, but as long as they cannot hold back above this 240, right, then you will have a movement coming back down, because you have a new lower low, potentially forming a new high, lower high, and price is just going to be bearish from there. Okay, but for now, we don't think so far. We just look at what they are showing now. Okay, we are still looking that price will be attempting 275 again. Okay, then with this, I will just let Xiong talk a bit lah. Yeah, you all haven't heard his voice, right? Okay, I'll pass the time over to Xiong. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks, Ying. Right. So looking at Tesla now. Sorry, give me a second. All right, looking at Tesla now, my my chart is very different from India. So yeah, same. I got the support level and resistance level and what he said lah, about 240 level and the 275. So if we, India was talking about how it will break above 275, right? Like if you see a huge candle, possible, if the news allows it lah. But for now we are looking at a downtrend. Sorry, we are looking at the stagnant. There's not much movement now. If we look at the indices, everything is green, which is good sign, but pretty flat, not much bullish movement. But it's good that we are still on the bullish trend. So back to Tesla, the next support level right below will be at about 215 level lah, 217, which is where I drawn right here. Today wise, it moved up $5, not bad, pretty average for Tesla movement for the day. But I don't think we are gonna see a very huge candle movement unless there is a big news. Okay, so earnings is coming up, and of course this Friday we have the unemployment data as well. So that's something you guys should watch out for. It may change the market depending on the results. If not, we will be looking at the earnings coming soon, our third quarter earnings. So overall, Tesla, yeah, you will have to let it hold the price, let it hold for a bit before taking position. I mean, if you want to take it now, it's okay lah. Totally up to you. If not, it'll be wiser to wait out a bit lah. The market is currently, going downtrend, NASDAQ, but today seems fine. Not very strong. So I'm still looking at CNBC, the indices. Not very strong, but not very, very weak. Unlike the previous few days where you see a large movement downwards. So maybe I'll talk about Tesla, Microsoft instead. If you guys got any counters you want us to review, please put it down to the Q&A segment. We will, review it at the Q&A segment, or when we have time. So look, I myself like to look at day chart lah. So looking at the Microsoft once again, pretty okay, not much movement. And I was just wondering, how many of you guys here trade options? Just a quick question out there. I'll do a poll. How many guys, yourself here trade options? Quick few minutes for you guys to answer. No. Okay. A lot of no, guys. Okay. That's okay. If you guys are pretty new to option, that's fine. Basically, options allows you to leverage lah. But if you guys are not familiar, do go and read up. It helps you a lot if you look out in the market. There's a lot of option trader teaching you guys how to take profit even though the market is going down. So it's something you guys can take a look lah. But now looking back at Microsoft, once again, I'm waiting for it to break the 310 level. It's been holding above the 300 line for very long now, which looks very appetizing actually to have Microsoft in your portfolio. But then if I look at the overall market, it is a downtrend. But nevertheless, the 300 level still holding very strong. So we will see how it goes. Maybe yeah. So that's it from my side. Once again, indices not looking very strong. They are currently still flat, I would say. Not as bad as yesterday or the past few days. So I myself, when I look at market, I would like to look at the overall market itself, and then I'll switch around to individual stocks so I can compare how the NASDAQs are doing, how the S&P are doing. So that's something you guys may also take a look on when you guys try to want to enter a position. Look at how the market is, maybe. So yeah, maybe I'll pass my time over to Ying to talk more about Microsoft. Let's see what he has to say about Microsoft itself. Yeah, Ying.
Okay, thank you, Xiong. Okay, so Microsoft, right? Okay, now you can see the chart, Microsoft. Microsoft, same thing, daily chart. Okay, I'm just going to look at it on the swing basis. Okay, I'm just going to see on daily. So, you don't think too much, right? Basically, Microsoft, I think I keep saying the same thing now. Okay, but Microsoft basically now range bound. Okay, range bound currently sitting at their demand area. Okay, but the problem now, right? If you are looking at my chart now, okay, I remove this thing first. Price did a lower low, okay, compared to the low that we formed in August. Okay, so if you have listened to what I explained all this while, right? Basically, if you look at Microsoft, in this near term wise, right, they have a high, they have a low, they will have a lower high. Now currently they have a lower low. All right. So this lower low, how do you determine? Okay, I mean, serial, you cannot say, oh, just a few dollar off, this lower low not considered. Okay, no. Okay, as long as price manages, if price manage to break a certain low or high, right, can be a few cents even. All right, means price itself is showing momentum that they want to push away, right? They want to break out of that area. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many points or how many cents or anything. Okay, as long as they are creating levels that are lower than the previous area, all right, this structure itself, right, basically they are forming a near-term bearish movement. Okay, I draw trend line now. Okay, easier for you all to visualize. Okay, then if you are looking at it, basically Microsoft itself has been running on a bull trend for quite a while. All right, so now they are stuck at this level. That's why I say now currently, even without all these lines, right, basically Microsoft is still in a range bound. Okay, we cannot confirm that they are confirmed. I mean, they are really going downwards because the last leg itself, right, we are seeing rejection of the demand level. Okay, so only time we can confirm, right, is once Microsoft starts to close below this area. Okay, once you see a bearish closure below, okay, you have a new lower high, new lower low. That's it. They are coming downwards. Okay, because with this current rejection, right, we might still see Microsoft attempting back to 340 area. Okay, very clear, this one. So basically now they are still range bound. Okay, sitting on their previous demand level, but with the market structure itself coming downwards, right, with a new lower low, new lower high. I'm looking at it. I mean, I don't see them breaking higher of this 340 anytime soon. Okay, maybe the catalyst coming in from earnings. Okay, that one I cannot confirm for you. Okay, but from what I'm looking at it now, face value itself, just now, as in just looking at TA right now. Okay, I'm looking at them. I mean, they probably trying to attempt again slightly higher, then they will start coming lower again. Okay, so this is my thoughts on Microsoft. Okay, next one, another popular one, Apple. Okay, so today we will just talk about all these popular counters on a swing basis lah. Okay, then also, okay, before I go into Apple, right, roughly just any of you lah, okay, or all of you, right, just roughly just tell me like what is your TA style. Okay, are you looking at indicators, or are you just looking at price, or are you looking at FA fundamentals, or what's your basis when you take a trade, basically? All right, if you don't mind, share with me your thoughts. So because if you are not aware, last week we have been sharing like in November, okay, we will start this educational series. Okay, it's a 4 weeks webinar basically, right? So for the first time I'm doing TA webinar, I will I will show slides, okay, to share with you how basically the basics of TA lah. Okay, I mean basics. I'm pretty sure most people will roughly know. Oh, this is candlesticks. Okay, this is line chart, bar chart, all the chart. You got EMA, all this kind of stuff. Okay, but I will really go into the basics, right, of TA where you can really understand easily. Okay, then how you can apply to your chart. Okay, so the 1 month series, right, 4 week series. Basically, what we will do is every week, probably the first 30-45 minutes, we will go through like education. Okay, basically tell you what is the chart, what is TA, how to look at it. Then the next 30 minutes, we will be showing you how to apply, okay, how you can apply all this to the charts. Okay, because I think understanding theory is very different from application. All right, so especially for TA, I mean, also a lot of people ask me before like how you know where to draw, because you got so many levels, right? You got so many candles, some with wicks above, some no wicks, some longer, some shorter, some fake out, all this kind of stuff. So how do you even draw your chart? How do you even make sense of what you are looking at? Okay, so if you don't mind, give me maybe like 1 or 2 minutes, just give me a very short description of how you take your triggers lah. Okay, so at least we know how we can cater the educational part to you. Okay, because those that have been following my TA, basically I use naked chart all the way, right? I mean, it's quite clear lah. I mean, if naked chart can make me money, I'm not going to throw in indicators. Okay, but if you all like to see indicators, you all like to look at lines and all the Ichimoku, Bollinger Band, all these indicators, right? I can share with you also. It's not that I don't know, okay? It's just that I don't use lah, right? So just give me a one-liner also can lah. Indicators, no indicators. Then I think it's better that we can cater to the crowd. All right. Then at least can give you some value add to how you look at TA. Okay. Otherwise, I keep talking about the same thing, right? Then if you all don't know how to draw, don't know what I'm looking out for, okay, then end of the day, one day if I ever leave poems, right, then I won't be doing this webinar already, right? Okay, so 1 minute, or you can just tell me one or two lah. Okay, one you use indicator, two you don't use. Okay, just I give you a few seconds lah to give me your response, so at least we will know. All right. So for now, wait, I just look at Q&A. Any response you just throw into the chat lah. Okay lah, so actually so far only Dave. Dave, thank you very much. Support resistance trend line RSI ATR. Okay, average true range. So I take it as average true range. You look for your stop loss and take profit, right? So support and resistance. Okay lah, is basically you are looking at naked chart. Okay. Just a tip for you. RSI usually you use with MACD. You look for confluence, then you have more. Your probability will be higher. But it's up to you. Okay. So without without further ado, I will just look at Apple now. Okay. Apple. Very similar to Microsoft. Okay. It's the same thing. Price is sitting on this demand level. I think last week I was talking about this gap area. Okay. Was looking at it coming back towards a 165 with no rejection. Okay, but they rejected off 167. Okay, they came close. Never cover up the gap. Maybe I think they will probably took up the weak area lah, right? So price came close when they are rejecting. Now currently sitting at the level that they broke away from. Okay, so it's the same thing as Microsoft. Okay, I throw in a trend line for you. Okay, downtrend, same thing, new low, new lower high, new lower low. Okay, so now with this rejection, they probably will be forming a new lower high. Okay, we might be seeing a level at 175, 176. Then price continue downwards. The only time this thing might turn back to this bullish, okay. Then again, this bullish is not saying that it will run very far. Once they break 180, okay. Once they break 180, you will see the zigzag again. But just take note, because now Apple is basically trading this range area. Okay, so any bullish momentum breaking 180, right? It's not saying that they will explode this 200. No, okay. You still have to see how they form within this area, because we are still having we're basically having two highs to clear lah. So your first level 180, second level 190, then the last one to 200. Okay, basically these levels. Okay, so if you are swinging, same thing, you take level to level. Of course, you don't necessarily need to cut your position right when they tap into this 180 lah. No lah. Okay, you can see how they react. Are they showing rejection? Are they trying to really break away, break higher? Okay, how you can tell? Basically same thing. Now you know that they have a new lower low, right? So first idea that you want to see, is in the first movement that you want to see is price starts to continue holding this 173 area. So if they hold, okay, you know that, okay, short near term wise you are having a new higher low, then you need to see a new higher high, 175 area basically, right? So that's why I'm drawing this for you. Okay. Okay, so Apple, I'm done. Xiong, any thoughts on Apple? I'm not sure if we are looking at the same thing, but I give Xiong some airtime first. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah, so I'm actually looking at the Apple chart right now on my screen. It actually broke the support level that I'm looking at, which is about 173 but it's ranging as what Ying said. My range now for Apple is between 173 to 165. So in between this range, judging from the market itself, it's more downside movement. So but Apple itself looks very the entry now actually looks very, very good, but we will have to wait for the market condition because it's not very strong, as you can see for the past few days. It tried to break the resistance right above but not yet. It is not the momentum that we are looking for to enter a trade. So looking at the US indices now, pretty flat once again. NASDAQ is at 0.37%, which is pretty average. Not very strong, not very weak. Pretty okay for the day. So once again, if you guys got counter, please put it in the Q&A. We will answer them once it reaches the Q&A section. If not now, for the major indices, not much movement. We are still waiting. A lot of ups and downs balancing out. So yeah, just gonna yeah, hey, sorry guys for the technical issue. So yes, this is the chart I'm looking at. Very different from Ying once again. I use RSI and MACD for myself lah. Ying is pretty clean, which is very good. But then the messier my chart is, the more confident I get lah. So yeah, so this is what I was explaining. Apple wise still at the range bound area. It broke off the support that I was looking at, which is about 173. Currently at the 172 level. Once it broke down the 173 level, I could have taken a position. But judging from the economy, all the rate hikes and stuff, not yet. Once again, not the momentum in terms of economic wise that I'm looking at. So, but then again, Apple still looks like a very good holding to the your portfolio. So maybe next, I'll take a look at NVDA, the stock that went up quite a bit, 200%. Yep. So yep, not holding up as expected. It is losing momentum currently. Looking at a head and shoulder forming soon. But then it is not as strong. Once again, the market is not the momentum is not what you want. So it's likely to go down a bit more. But the support level right here is about 400. So if you guys maybe for those who are options trader, you guys know what's covered call. You guys got holdings of NVIDIA. You can do a covered call at about the 500 level, then set it out for a month. Because once 1 month out, you probably know that it probably wouldn't reach $500 lah. So you will take profit on the options itself. So this is how option works in terms of covered call and cash secured put. If you guys are curious, do go check it out. I totally recommend reading up on options because it generates income for you guys lah. But of course, option, please read up properly. We have a lot of free educational on Poem's website. My team, US team, work very hard to put them on. So if you are curious, do look at them. Look at the market journals. It is there to help you guys. So Poems is very good because they provide you a lot of free stuff. Okay, a lot of free webinars that we are doing right now is all for you to help you trade better, to analyze the market better. So once again, we are here to help you, but we need your feedback. Do let us know what you need from us, and we will cater to provide you with that. So with that, I'll hand my time over to Ying to talk more about the counter reviews. Yep, over to you, Ying.
Okay, thank you, Xiong. Okay, I roughly looked through the Q&A, right, and also the chat. Someone asking for A. The ticker symbol is A, right? Okay, I will look at that later. But let me look at Bitcoin lah. Okay, I know it's not exactly US market, but I think some of you would probably be interested in Bitcoin, right? Okay, Bitcoin. Okay lah, we know the high was back in 2021, right? Late 2021. I think the first question everyone asks is whether they can hit here again. Okay, to be very honest, I don't know whether they can hit here again because in the first place, right, nobody expected them to hit here, right? So all this is created by a hype. Okay, so whether hype will happen again, right, that one nobody will know, right? But if we are just looking at TA wise, right, I don't want to talk about whether hype will come in, whether what market situation will cause crypto to explode again, right? Like people will start jumping into crypto again. That one I don't have much comments, okay? But purely on TA, right? Okay, in recent months we are seeing a very slow incline. Okay, they are moving very slowly, trying to go back above 30,000. Okay, why 30,000? You see, previously we have this area. I just drag a bit more now. Okay, This area was where previously Bitcoin was holding very nicely. Okay, holding very nicely meaning to say before we have these huge bullish movement coming in towards the 60,000, 70,000, right? A lot of people are buying at least 28, 30,000. Okay, this was where a lot of positions were taken. Okay, so when price starts to break lower, right? Firstly, it's either they got out early in profits or they are basically still stuck in their position until now. Okay, or they are trying to get more because at this point their mindset is okay, it's discounted. Okay, I can DCA. Basically, price come lower, I DCA. Okay, Bitcoin, I think basically because you don't really have a fundamental that backing it, right? You don't really base your judgment on any numbers or what. Okay, basically you're just thinking that yes, Bitcoin, crypto is the future, right? I think that's the number one mindset that a lot of people had when they were trading crypto back then. Right? Everything is yes, just buy crypto. Why? I don't know why will go up lah. It's basically hype. Everyone is just buying, I buy lor. Okay, so that's a very dangerous mindset I mean, in terms of trading. Okay, but of course, if you are just collecting bits and pieces here and there, then it's fine lah. I mean, it's your spare money, your money. You want to do what to it, it's up to you. Okay, but this 30,000 is going to be a ceiling It's like you look up now, you just look 90-degree hours, right? It's basically a ceiling. You want to hit above this ceiling, right? It's very difficult. Okay, because this was when the price started trading way higher. Okay, and when price started to trade lower, people are dumping their Bitcoin, they are buying. I mean, a lot of ideas basically. All right. So now, question is, where are they going next? Okay, right? They are trading near to it. We are still seeing rejection, and if you notice, all these up move, right? They were almost rejected quite quickly You see, they up move already. They have a very impulse movement showing momentum coming in, but price rejected all the way. We have a strong momentum coming in, price rejected in what 2 days. They climb this area, right? Probably take 1 week. After that, 2 days, 3 days, cover back. Right. So Bitcoin now, serial is the same story. It's it's range bound now If you are even looking at swing, okay, even long term, right? Okay, long term maybe like I say, it might really go way higher, like 100,000 or whatever. But it's all based on hype already by then. Or maybe they have new initiatives that are coming out that really uses like Bitcoin and all these big like stable coins, right? But otherwise, crypto wise, unless they are doing something to it otherwise the hype died in basically early 2022, right? It just died Okay, because if you recognize the movements the initial movement that came in 2017, right? Okay, we have this movement itself. But if you are looking at this movement, right, you see how price was trading, right? They have a very strong floor, which was like 5,500. Okay, so currently crypto trading this area, 15,000 might be the floor. Okay, but for now, this 30,000 is still a very, very strong ceiling that they need to break and hold above. Okay, then we can potentially maybe see them running slowly higher Okay, because same thing crypto, once they start to move, right, I'm pretty sure it will move very quickly. Okay, those that are in it already, you cannot discount the fact that they don't take profit also. Okay, even though they might be holding for so long already, they might cut losses, they might do anything because yeah, it's real because there's really people buying at 60,000 back then, 50,000, a lot. Okay, until now if they don't cut profit, maybe come to a break even, they might cut off. Okay, so all these positions that they are selling off, it becomes a sell pressure that is coming into the market. Okay, so whether the buying will be way stronger again, I don't know because a lot of money were really burned back in 2021. Okay, all the COVID money people cannot travel, cannot spend, cannot do anything, every day stay at home, right? All that money, right, basically burned in crypto. And also back then, not recent like probably like a few months back or 1 year ago, FTX just collapsed, right? Luna, all those like considered major coins, they just basically disappear, right? So a lot of money got burned already, right? So where's the next influx of cash that people really have? I don't know Okay, I don't know where's the cash going to come in that really will push all this. Okay, because like I explained all the money. That's why we are looking at like extreme prices even on equities, right? You see all the counters just keep running bullishly in 2021. They just keep chonging they just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. You don't know where's the ceiling, right? Because all these are just inflated from all the money that people don't spend from. They just don't spend They got all the money from COVID period, right? You are still working, but you just don't have any avenue to really spend the money, right? So all go in the market, more and more people coming into the market. You have all this cash, but basically they are getting burned away. All right. So Bitcoin range bound, really want a strong momentum, bullish momentum coming back, right? I think 30,000 is the level that they have to trade above. Okay. Otherwise, it will probably just be the movement like the past few months. They will just be trading within this area, hopefully holding a 25 towards a 30,000. Okay, yeah, I think that's my idea on Bitcoin or in crypto in general lah. Okay, all the small coin I don't know, I never go and play, so I don't know how you're going to trade on the alternatives. Of course, you will see a lot of people posting that wow, they make a lot of money from trading, like shorting the smaller coins, longing it because wow, you make crazy numbers, right? All the ROI insane on the amount, but I don't know how long it will survive lah. This kind of speculative way of trading, right? But in our webinar, I want to give you something that I mean, it's not a one trade, it's not one time good one. Okay, I want to give you something that is sustainable. Okay, so at least you profit come in, you can pay your bills, you can buy things, whatever lah. It's extra allowance. Okay, that's the fishing. Okay, I don't want to give you one time good. I don't want to give the one time good one. There's no such thing basically. All right, so Bitcoin, I think that's it. I hope you understand what I'm trying to convey, right? Then let's look at A. Okay, the ticker symbol is A. Okay, this one hang on, just let me take a look. I would say is near term is downtrend. Okay, yeah, it's quite clear. Okay, lower high, lower high, lower high. It's just basically like lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. They are just non-stop doing. Okay, so the idea is whether you are swinging it or are you in a position already or are you not in a position. If you are not, then don't go first. Okay, this one. Okay, I disclaimer first. Okay, sorry, I every time forget the disclaimer. All this is based on my opinion. Okay, so if I tell you don't go, then you really don't go. Then make money. You cannot say that is I say one, not YJ say one. Okay, or you are already in there, I tell you get out, then later the thing explode. Also not I say one. Okay, it's I say one. Okay, it's my opinion. At this point of time, I won't do anything. Okay, reason being, yeah, I mean, unless you want to short lah. Okay, short. Then later Xiong will share with you on options again, right? So if you are going to short, then maybe you have more opportunities coming in. But as of now, if I'm just looking at it purely, just off charts itself, yes, we are looking at one demand level. Okay, price is basically sitting on it. But the danger part is because they have been sitting on it for so long, we have a rejection coming in to 120. Strong rejection from 120 trend line. Okay, this trend line I draw just now. Not giving later I show you some other stuff lah. Okay, but basically they are forming a small minor at this demand area. Okay, previous level that they held. So with this bearish momentum coming in, you have to see 105 109 area. Okay, they might go deeper into this 105 to 109. Okay, to see if there's any rejection, but ultimately bullish momentum will probably come after they hold above 115. Okay, price need to hold above okay, then of course there's a lot of other thought process like, oh, I go at 115 when price up to whole year. Wow, the price not as good already. I could have went $10 earlier. Can but like I say, I don't like to catch the falling dagger. Okay, I want it's like a hot air balloon. Okay, hot air balloon going to fly off already. Then I go inside. No, that will not correct but you get the gist of it I want to know that it's going to start flying already. Then I go. Because I want the confirmation okay, you always want the probability on your end. You don't want to just keep catching the falling dagger. Catch, your hand also don't know disappear where already. Okay. Yeah, that's about it so for this bearish 105 109 for now. First area to look out for 115. Okay, if they can hold above, then we might be seeing something else. But same thing, we have many levels to really try to break away. So I don't know like I said I don't know if you are in a position, you are not in a position. If you are, then okay. If you are, must see where you go in also, right? All these risk management, trade management stuff, all these, right? We will share a lot more in November, okay, during our 4 weeks webinar series. Okay, but for now I just give you the surface kind of thing, what I see based off the charts. Okay, Q&A, one more. PayPal. Okay, let's take a look. Wow, what line is this? I don't know when I draw this line. Probably quite a while already but nothing fancy Okay, I just remove first Okay, PayPal. think it's very similar. I mean, you see, you look at this chart, you look at this pattern, it's like a dinosaur, right? You see this one? It's very similar. Correct or not? So I'm just going to say the same thing. Okay, PayPal now I know very cheap. Now it's what, $57, $58. Wait, sorry. Yeah, I know it's very cheap compared to back then $300. Wow, huge discount. But like I explained, 2021, all the prices, you cannot keep thinking that wow, the high will come again, because back then it really inflated from all the money, all the COVID, I call it COVID money now. Okay, basically money you cannot spend elsewhere, you throw into the market, because everyone tell you market is going higher. Why? Because everyone is just buying, right? You cannot keep thinking that this high will ever hit again. Yeah lah, but PayPal now downtrend. I mean, very obvious. It's a very obvious. It was started from a very strong downtrend. After that, now it's just a very gradual one. Okay, you can see it's very gradual, right? Whether price can continue higher, same thing. For now, I'm still looking at. I mean, you are still seeing lower high, lower low, right? So I think it's better if you are not in position, wait at 54. If you really want to buy, okay. Any bullish momentum will really come when price starts to break 67 area, sorry, 66 area and hold above. Okay, otherwise, I think this gradual movement, right, will just continue all the way lah. Okay, what other catalysts do they really have? You want to talk about fundamentals? Okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe they have some new projects, initiatives, or whatever thing they are pushing out, right? That might really push the market. But with so many competitors, right, in the market that is similar to PayPal, right? I don't know what's the probability that any catalyst will really push PayPal itself. Okay, I hope that answer your question. I mean, not question, just a counter review. So, Roblox. How about Roblox? Okay, let's take a look. Wow, Roblox. Wait, I delete first. Okay, question is, same thing. I think nowadays, I just want to keep asking you the same question. Are you in a position? If you are not, I think potentially, okay, this one disclaimer again. I say first, disclaimer. Potentially, if price start to close above 29.54, okay, I would probably look for something to do. Something to do, I never say what to do. You want to go and think. Okay, I say, okay, 29, okay, now I just need to, I zoom in first. Okay, later I give you the bigger picture why I say that. Once price start to close above, bullish, close above, okay, they try to tap into this range level again, okay, they cannot, they close another bullish, okay, I will look for something to do, okay, I'm not going to tell you very specifically what I'm going to do. If you want to learn what you can do, okay, November is a good time, we're going to share. So where you take until first level 32, second level 37.5, that's it, okay, very simple. But now, for now, can I do anything? No, I'm not going to do anything. Even though it's $1 cheaper, I'm not going to do anything. I want the probability on my end, even if I'm swinging. Okay, you can take this thing as a breakout trade, as whatever lah. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of terms to it, but to me, is as long as the market is running in the trend, right? They are forming new higher high, higher lows. Then I take it with the trend. Okay, because last week I think Ivan, right? If I never remember the name wrongly, Ivan asked a few very good questions about fake car, whether big boys are manipulating the market, stuff like that. So whether as retailers, how are we going to play against the big boys? Okay, so now I'm just giving you the tricks on how to play. Okay, you don't try to go against them lah. I mean, there's no way lah, right? Yeah lah. So Roblox, thanks for the counter. Yeah, I think this is what I want to share lah. I think personally, yeah, I would look at 39 point, basically the high of this previous guy lah. Okay, you want the exact number is basically above 29.62. Okay, once candle close above bullish, test again cannot, right? Close bull. You go and think what you want to do. Okay, but I leave this here first. Maybe next week in November we can review again and we see how it runs. Okay, because yeah lah, I just gonna leave here lah. Those that know will know that what I'm trying to say lah. We have a gap down area here. Okay, potential fill area. So I'm just looking for probability of price getting there. Okay. I pass the time over to Xiong for a while. Okay, he has some things to share as well. Okay, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks, Ying. Yeah, totally agree with Ying right there. So yeah, so COVID time we see a huge pump up in the stock market. It's kind of difficult to get back to that level lah. So I was looking at A and PayPal and Box as well. So maybe I'll go through A. After that, maybe I'll do some promos. So for A itself, yes, it's a downtrend. But looking at the level itself, it broke the support level I'm looking at, which is about 112. So I probably wouldn't do anything right now and let so me and Ying would always like to see is a confirmation. We don't want to see we don't want to catch the balloon when it already fly already. So what we want to see is wait for confirmation and then we enter the trade. So currently I'm looking at a support level of 100 lah. So I'm expecting it to range bound. Once it gives me a confirmation that I can get in, that is what I will probably do lah. But if you guys if you are already in the position, I just I took a quick look on the fundamentals itself. It's not bad, looking good. In terms of earnings, revenue, it's okay. Has been meeting its expectations so far. So that's a good sign for this company. It's something if you're already holding, do hold them also lah. If you want to buy more, you probably can wait for better opportunities. If not, yeah, we will have to wait until the next earnings and forward guidance for the next big movement. If not, other than that, it is likely to follow the market in terms of general market movement. So today, NASDAQ is back up. S&P is slightly flat. Dow Jones is also flat. So nothing much. So I'll jump straight into what we have in volumes now. We have options, something very new. At least for those who do not know what options is, go and read it up. It may or may not benefit you because you can buy the different direction of the market itself. You can short the market, you can long the market, and then it is also a leverage lah. So if you are buying call, buying put, you only lose up to the premium. Okay, so you only lose up to the premium, and if it exceeds the strike price of your contract, you gain as much. There's unlimited gains, but then your maximum loss is the money you bought the contract for. So that's for options itself. It helps you safeguard, at your at least it doesn't you don't lose more than what you paid. So that's one thing I like about options. So now we have options. If you are interested, we have a lot of support actually. We have, if you go to our platform, educational wise, go to market journals. My team did a few write-ups here. So go and take a look. So we currently have a popular one which is covered call. So about 800 views. But before this, there's actually another option market journal which are quite popular also. So it's somewhere in the 4th or 5th page. But you guys can go and take a look. So you can just activate your option. It's very easy. Just go to account management. Then under the online forms, you just go into options. Then actually the online forms here. So you can just do an option activation. You can just take a look around. You have to really put money in. Go and understand what option is and how it can help you. And then you can trade options on volumes. So if you got shares in your holdings and you don't know what to do, you are still waiting. If you got 100 shares, go and learn this thing called covered call. If you have 100 shares, you can sell a covered call and you can get the premium. Okay, so this is something a lot of other option traders are doing. If you got 100 shares, then it's parked in your portfolio. You don't know what to do, you don't know what to sell, but you want to hold. But when you hold, right, you don't get interest, right? You can do options. You sell covered call and then you can get a premium. So that's for the options itself. So next, I'll move on to welcome gifts. We have a few promos up here. So okay, yes, okay. So if you got any friends or family members who want to trade, you can open you can open a normal Cash Plus account. Then we have free. So if you make a deposit of 3,000 and do 3 trades, you can get a free share. So go and to our page, read up on what you can get. Up to, if you deposit more than $10,000, you can get up to $180 USD worth of stocks into your account. So that's something you want to get for free. So I'm just putting this promo out here. Go take a look on our website itself. A lot of different educational products and promos. And then next promo I want to share with you is that we got a competitor that is leading Singapore. So if you guys are transferring from there, you can come in, and then we have a cash rebate for option trading up to $188. What? So you guys feel free, if you guys need this promo, contact your trading reps, and then feel free to trade and get this cash rebate while it's still here. So okay, I'll jump back straight into the counter review. So once again, at the stock A, range bound, I will let it range around here, and then once I get the confirmation again, and I will go into the stock. But if not, it is likely to follow the market trend. So PayPal, take a look at PayPal. So interestingly enough, if you guys compare PayPal and its competitors, right, MasterCard, they are going very, very different direction. MasterCard is going up, and then PayPal is like going down. So why? I'm not too sure too. It may be due to its fundamental. But then if you're looking at the chart itself, PayPal is still a downtrend. I believe someone asked last week as well. So all these counter you can ask us week by week. We have another webinar next week. Same timing. If not, okay, so I'd like to push this out. If you guys would like it earlier, do let us know. So I'll share with you guys this timing. What time do you want us to host the webinar? I understand it's Wednesday, then 9:45. Wow, so late already. Tomorrow still got work, still need to come here. So most of you may not be comfortable, but nevertheless, let us know. We can cater to you. We are planning our November schedule. It will be a whole month of 4 weekly session. So that's something I want to cater just for you guys. And if you want it earlier, let me know. If you want it later, let me know also. So I'll be glad to. So what me and Ying here is, we want you to be consistent with your trades. We want to let you know how to take profits, how to risk manage. So not the, we are not here to give you one tango one, then you buy, and then all in, then what? No, very unsustainable. It's like you go lucky draw like that, buy Toto, buy 4D, then one tango one. But no what we are here is, we are looking for consistency So we trade, you got additional cash, and then it helps you with your daily lives. So that's what we are looking to help you guys with, not the one-time movement. So back to the PayPal again. Yes, this is about the COVID period. You see a large influx of money, and now it's all the way down. So going up to this level again, you need another COVID, probably need another COVID session, but I don't think that's anytime soon. Then probably now interest rate is up, so it's likely to go down even more. Same thing for the whole market. Interest rate up, then lesser money in the economy is all going down. So what this value may be the true value of PayPal, I wouldn't know also, but that's for something for you guys to find out. But as of now, the technical wise, it is still downtrend. Although it's the cheapest, but we do not actually know how what to value this PayPal at. But that's about it for PayPal. So I'll take a look at the roadblocks. Okay. So once again, similar like PayPal, going down, and then seems like it's going down once again. I am not too sure. So we're probably waiting for it to break the 24 level. But then unless it can give us confirmation that it is going up, if not, the next resistance is probably about this level at about 46. So about this gap, it is gonna move. What we are looking at is probably to have roadblocks, not break the $24 level, if we are looking to long this position. But fundamentally wise, if you look at all the earnings, they have been missing. So it's not a very good sign from my end, because I do take a look at fundamental and technical. So in terms of fundamental wise, just a basic overview, earnings is not doing very well. It has been missing. So once you miss the expectation, who got trust in your company? So that's something for you guys to know also. If you guys want to do a quick overview on the fundamentals. So take a look at go read up on the financial itself. and see what are they, maybe they are doing something new that will gain their traction. But in terms of technical wise, it will still range around here. And I pray that it doesn't break below 24 lah, because if I have a position, that's probably a position I want to exit. So yeah, I'll pass it back to Ying if you got any more things for you guys. If not, if you guys have more counters, please post in the Q&A. We will be glad to answer them and help you review the counters. Okay. So back to you, Ying.
All right, thank you, Xiong. Okay, I see that there's no other Q&As. Then if don't have, right, then I'm just gonna say some other things. Right, I see a lot of familiar names that attended my webinar before. Okay, I think it's the Monday weekly webinar, the TA one. Right. So I think from then until now, my TA style I think probably is still the same. Okay. So I mean I get a lot of like feedback also lah, like why, I mean, how is whatever I'm doing, right? Like support and resistance, very basic stuff, right? How is it potentially making me money, right? Because I don't know lah. I mean, a lot of people have this mindset that TA has to be very complicated. It's not really lah. Okay. I mean, you can put in your chat. I mean, put in the chat, right? Chat box, and I mean, for now, I think let's talk about TA lah. Huh? I think chart wise, more or less, the way we look at it, more or less, if it's a bearish movement, I think it's quite clear that everyone will be able to tell that it's bearish. Okay, unless you want me to talk more into intraday or very short term, maybe 1 week, 2 week kind of trade, then maybe we have more stuff to talk. But otherwise, chart wise, if you look at it bearish, right, more or less your swing, you know that you're not going to buy it. Level wise, also very obvious to see. You can find your support, find your resistance. That's the simple way of thinking, right? But to be very frank, right, I mean, I've been looking at charts for maybe close to 10, 11 years already. Initial phase, I throw a lot of indicators in. Okay, I put everything lah, because you don't know what you don't know ma, right? So you just put everything lah, you just see which one hit. Okay, then maybe you can try, right? Then you do a lot of back tests. Back then, where got all this information online? Wow, I tell you, last time still need to go Kinokuniya, go and find books and read free one ma, right? Just sit on the floor and read. You go online, cannot find videos, cannot find any information. You need to ask around, try to find forums and ask people, right? Then you back test yourself. How to back test? Buy or sell off 50-50. Then you just keep looking at the same thing happening. Then you know, oh, this is not the right way, right? Then you figure out the right way. So I think initial phase, a lot of people are facing this issue. Okay, I wouldn't say issue lah. It's more of like a learning experience in the charts. Okay, technical analysis. There's so many things you can really use or make use of. Okay. But I think end of the day, right, you just need to be very clear of yourself, right? What's your goal in the market? Okay. I know it's to make money. Yes, that one is the surface. Everyone want to make money, but above that, what do you want from the market? Okay, is it because you are interested to look at the chart, that's why the market, the byproduct is the money? Or is it like, okay, you feel that, okay, as long as I can make money, then you want to be in the market to participate and try to, have this extra allowance? I mean, I know some of the audience here, they might be full-time trader and all. Yeah, I speak to many of them before. Okay, because before I joined Phillip, I myself, I trade full-time. Okay, I just sit in front of my com, I do my own stuff. But if you slowly recognize how the market runs, right? Say real, most of the time we are just waiting for price to react in a certain way before we can do something to it. Okay, it's more of a reactive than okay lah, my vocab a bit limited lah, but you get the gist of it lah. It's basically you are reacting to what the market is doing. Okay, don't jump the gun and try to be a sniper. I think the one I also repeat myself a lot of times. If you have been watching my webinars, I think YouTube have a lot of my replays as well. Go and look through. From then until now, I've been saying the same thing. If you want indicators, you please let me know. Okay, don't end of my webinar already, then you tell me, hey, why no what indicators? You let me know upfront, because my style of trading, right, my style of drawing, I don't even have trend line. I don't even want to draw this trend line here. I don't even want. Okay, but for the sake of giving you all more visual, okay, to visualize it properly, I will throw all this for you lah. Okay, so if you, like Xiao mentioned, in November we are going to do this 4-week series. Okay, I want to value add as much as I can to everyone. Okay, maybe not on TA, maybe the chart reading wise you have no issue. It comes to the trade management, the mental side of it. All right, because I think that plays a huge part in technical analysis as well. Even okay lah, maybe not for when you are investing, you are buying for a very long term. Okay, maybe that you won't be affected by that. But for swing intraday, anything below that long term investing, right, you confirm encounter that idea or the mindset, right, of how to handle a trade. Okay, how to handle a trade that you are in position, basically, right? When do I get out? When do I take profit? You know, when do I cut? When do I stack? You have a lot of emotions coming into the market. Okay, and I also think that's a very huge part of technical analysis. Okay, but the one we will leave it to November. Then for now, yeah lah, I think the basic stuff, TA basic, I will just go through. Okay, how to see whether it's going uptrend or downtrend, how to spot your support or resistance. Okay, because support and resistance is the, I think I mean, after, if you are just looking at TA, right, like how to do TA, right, like if you are just googling how to do TA, right, I think the first thing they tell you, oh, you have line chart, bar chart, candlestick charts, and what other charts there are, right? Then, oh, people use a lot of candlesticks. Why? Because they show more story, okay, on how the chart prints. Basically, you have high, low, open, close, everything. Okay, then the color, whether bullish or bearish, right? Then the next thing you probably see, right, is either trend line or support and resistance. Okay, because it's basically really is the basic lah. Okay, it's support and resistance. But the problem comes from support and resistance, how you draw your support and resistance. Okay, I think if you look at my TA all this while, right, all the weekly webinar and stuff like that, you feel that, yeah lah, I mean, I basically just drawing support and resistance. Okay, but that's one point of it. But you need to understand the idea behind how they are formed. Alright, support and resistance don't just form everywhere, I mean, okay lah, if you just drawing every candle as long as they holding the price, right, then yeah, maybe you have boxes everywhere with lines. Then with that, you are not making use of what you have, what the market is showing you. Okay, so yeah lah, I mean, for now, I think I give it another maybe 10-15 minutes. If you have any questions, you can throw in the Q&A, or any feedback you want to give now, just give it to us. Yeah, but for now, you have any questions in mind, you need to ask tonight, or ask as and when, okay. If you are in the Poems TA Telegram group, right, my number is still there. Okay, so if you all need to drop me a text, go ahead. Okay, I got time I reply lah, not immediate time I replies. Okay, I work at night. Okay, most of y'all should know, right? So any question, just let us know. Okay, I pass the time to Xiong first, then later I will just share a bit more. Okay, thank you very much.
Yep, okay. So someone asked about AMD. Let me take a look at AMD. Okay, yeah, AMD is looking good. Okay, how good can it be? Let's see. So it has been floating around the 100 level. If you guys see, it's about here. It's been floating here for quite a while. But overall, it is following the economy. Yep, the economy itself. We are looking. So let me do a quick draw. Okay, so yes, hovering around the 100 level. It is still following the economic side. In terms of the fundamentals, I think AMD is pretty alright. So okay, let me zoom a bit more inside. Okay, so what we want to see here is for AMD to go higher before you probably take opportunity. If not, for the short term wise, looks like a quick downtrend. Same as all the rest of the NASDAQ and the S&P counter being dropped. But you never know when is the bottom. Maybe now is the bottom and it is a good time to enter. So what we need here is a confirmation. We need to get past probably around in terms of a very, 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 very short term, at least maintain over 105 level. If not, it is unlikely to sustain the 100 level mark. So we try, we'll need to see for the next few days if it is able to fall out to 105. If not, it is not, I mean, it's totally up to you once again. You want to take the call, you want to enter the trade at 199, up to you. But for myself, I need confirmation. I need the market to tell me that, okay, AMD is strong enough to push up, to break above the 109 or 110 level. So what I need here is it to sustain above, for some time above a certain level. And then once it's sustained, I probably will take opportunity and set my risk management. Of course, for it to break the resistance that I'm looking at, which is about 110 lah. Okay, so with that, maybe I'll let Ying tell you more about the AMD for the person who asked AMD counter. Yeah, Ying, over to you.
Okay, AMD, let me go to the chart first. Okay, AMD, hang on. Okay, currently, I mean not currently, last week price rejected off demand. Okay. Near term wise, we are seeing a downtrend, right? Quite obvious. Okay. So currently, slightly different, right? This is what I want to illustrate first, right? We had the price breaking this 101, 102 area, 103 area. Okay, basically this previous area where price broke away from. This was where they last held their level, right? If you see they tap one, twice, third time, then they broke down. Now currently price trying to stay above. Okay, trying lah. Okay, so in order for AMD to really go higher, you need a bullish momentum of price sitting above 103. Okay, we already know that 94 is going to hold 93, 94, 95 this level. Okay, so as long as price is going to hold above 103, we potentially might see it coming back to 110 area. Okay, over here. So I say one more thing lah, similar to what I want to say on what I said on Roblox. Okay, same thing. If I see a candle like that over here, bullish, okay, I wait for a tap, then I look for this. Okay, so I think it's quite clear lah. Okay, anything is the flip side. Once they cannot sustain itself above this, I think the trend line is there, very obvious, right? If they cannot break above the trend line, then yeah, they're going to continue this downtrend with new lower low, new lower high. Okay, if they can, then they continue movement back to 110. Okay, simple as that. Right, then okay, yeah, then also now before we close off, right, I just want to share a bit more. Okay, because last week, right, we had some feedback. Okay, some asking for like for us to do demo trade. I think that was a fantastic idea. Okay, first reason why we did this webinar, right, at 9:45, this live TA, right, is basically we want to show you how the market run and how we take our position. Okay, maybe not live position, but we will share our thought process. How when you sit down, right, what do you look out for? What kind of movements you are interested to do? Okay, when to buy, when to sell, when to SL, when to TP in an intraday basis. That's why initially our webinar, right, we set it at 9:45 PM when US market is already running, right? Okay, then I think the limitation on our end is basically we are dealing Euro and US markets, right? So if I want to do demo, I can show you demo on FX, on commods, because they have demo to show you already. I mean, there's demo trading to really show, right? But that one I need to ask for more clearance first. So if I can do demo, I would love to show you. I think it's easier for you all to really understand why certain things we do this, why we don't do that, why we take a trade, why we don't. Because a lot of this is you will only get a hang of it when you observe it enough. Okay, it's not even trading enough. It's just observing the market, right? Like if you see a certain pattern happening so often, and it runs up in a certain direction, okay, eventually you will get a hang of how when you see it happening again, right? That's where you know that okay, maybe I can try to take a trade to see if it happen again. Okay, that's why for swing, right, like just now I asked you all whether what kind of indication, I mean indicators do you use, or what do you draw in your chart to tell you when to take a trade or not. Okay, find a pattern, right? Okay, I don't want to say a pattern. Find a setup, okay, certain confluence that you are looking out for. Okay, the confluence or setup should happen quite frequently lah. Okay, even for a swing setup, I think even for a swing trade. Okay, because what you don't want is you keep waiting for so long, and because you want this to hit, this to hit, this to hit, so many things to hit, right? You cannot find the confluence, you don't take the trade, then it's pointless for you to even look at the chart. Okay, so I think the main thing is you need to find a setup that is happening so frequently that you basically you can make money out of it lah. Okay, maybe not a lot. I mean, say real, you got 100%. I mean, so many people trading, right? Say real, only 90-95% are making money. Okay, even you make $1 every day, you are one of the profitable trader already. Okay, because it boils down a lot more on your mental state, how you take a trade, and how you manage after you take that $1 profits. Okay, but this is just an example lah. I'm not saying that you only can make $1 lah. No lah. Okay, so I think The demo trading, good idea. Thanks for the feedback. We will look into it. Then I see if possible, I will just do the demo for you all. I think with that, easier for me to show you, and then you also cannot say that my stuff simple lah, supply and demand and support and resistance, right? Everyone know this, but how many exactly making money off this? Okay, so if we can do the demo, fantastic, we'll do it. Okay, then also next week webinar will still be at 9:45. Okay, because we already have the time slot already. Okay, then heads up is next week we will share the link for the November webinar. Okay, November, I think looking at most of you, I think we will probably push earlier to maybe the 8 p.m. session or slightly later lah. That's about it. We won't do it at 9:45 anymore. Okay, since we are not going to do on any intraday, but like intraday price action or any live trade or anything. Okay, so demo I will get back to you. Then I will just, the November is basically educational now. Okay, educational and how you apply. All right. So if you have anything that you really want us to share our experience or knowledge, our 2 cents knowledge, okay. Experience wise, yeah, you can ask the questions, or you leave it in the feedback later. Okay, we look through all the feedback, okay, good or bad. We want it because otherwise we don't know how we can move forward from here. Okay, then before I pass it back to Xiao, I want to thank everyone. Thank you very much. It's so late at night already, and you are still tuning into our webinar. Appreciate it, and yeah, I leave it to Xiao now. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Xingjie. So right here, I'm showing you is one of our P3 community. If you guys are using P3 on your phone, please join us on the community itself. We have many different communities. So, yep. So these are communities we have. We have the US size earnings, TA, all about ETF, options. You can post your questions inside. We will be glad to answer you guys. So feel free to join us. You got any questions, you want to know how the market is moving, you want to have any trade ideas, you can view the P3 community group. If not, you can join us on news. If you are looking for news, scan this Telegram code. We have daily news by one of our global markets team. So they always do update constantly on this Telegram group. So it's very active. If you guys want news, if you gotta so I would scan it because sometimes during the train ride, everything, I just view it once a day or maybe once a week. Then I just scroll through what they have posted. So this is the Telegram link. If you guys need, do scan it. It's right here. I'll leave it for another 10 seconds. And then next is actually our TA Telegram group. So prepare your phones as well. If you guys want TA, Ying will be inside. So if you guys want to contact him, feel free to get his phone number there or PM him privately. So yes, this is our Telegram group. Once again, we have Jonathan in as well from our research team. He is helping with this group as well. He will post a lot of technical analysis in this group as well. So if you guys are interested, do scan, do see he have different trade ideas on daily, weekly basis. Then if not, next Q&A, we already done that. So get in touch with us. If you guys are doing any transfer of accounts from anywhere, contact this number 6531. Send an email to us. The talk to global markets. If not, I need you guys to help us with one survey because we would gladly need your feedback to improve our webinar. In terms of timing wise, in terms of educational products, in terms of how you want us to run this webinar. We will we will need your feedback to improve our session, to cater it to you, to at least let you guys know, like at least let us know what you want so that we can help you with it. If not, it feels like we do not know what you want. You also don't want to tell us. We will be here the whole day talking about the counters as usual. So do help us with this feedback because we will cater this session for you. We will try our best to make it very personalized to help you guys out. At least if you guys want, about the demo itself, yes, we will try to get it done. But then we will have to still clear with our management itself. So in terms of this, we'll try our best to do. If not, join us next week as well. We have another session next week, same timing, 9:45 to 11. If you guys want us to give you any trade ideas, do the feedback also. We will review the feedback very closely.
Yeah, okay. So the survey I think is anonymous one, right? Then you just please just help us a bit because to be honest, right? I mean, we want to give you content, give you value add, right? But basically, like I explained, I mean technical analysis, right? There's so many subject and strategy, ideas, concepts, and all this. So if we don't know how to, I mean, if you don't know what the audience want, right? Like for example, last week I asked, okay, how many people do intraday or swing, right? You tell me swing, fine. Then we don't do intraday already, okay? It's just that this time slot we already booked already, right? So we have to do at 9:45, right? But otherwise, you want swing, I can give you swing, right? Fine. Most of you want to do swing or you want to read price action, you want to know TA. Basically, we can cater to that, okay? But basics wise, basic technical analysis, that one for sure we will share, okay? How you can look at it in a different perspective, okay? Because TA, like I say, I mean, Xiong and I can be buying, right? But end of the day, I might be profitable, but Xiong might not be. We can be buying at the same point, right? But it's just how you manage from there. This kind of thing is a lot more on the mental and also experience when you are in the market. Then you can be able to identify and to know basically what the market is doing, right? So we want to try to give you as much value add. Like I say, this webinar next week one more, November got 4 more. After that, I'm not sure whether we are going to continue doing, right? So yeah, end of the day, I think yeah, with your feedback and also your response and everything, at least we know how we can justify to see whether we want to do lah. I think a lot, I mean, those that know me, you know that I enjoy talking about technical analysis. All right, I can talk non-stop all the way. You want until midnight, I can talk with you as well. But yeah lah, sometimes I think we need to find ways to justify what we are doing as well, right? So I hope we can get your feedback and also how you want us moving forward, how frequent you want us to do this as well, right? So with that, I think we will end off this webinar. Okay, I really thank everyone. Thank you for your time. I know it's very late, like Xiao mentioned as well, right? It's a Wednesday. Wow, thank you very much, right? Your being here with us, right? Your presence, I think we help us a lot. Okay, because otherwise we see like no one, right? Then we talk also like talking to the screen, basically, right? But thank you everyone. Really appreciate it. Okay. I would love to continue sharing my whatever I know. Okay. Good or bad. I will share it with you. Hopefully we can all make money from the market together lah. Right, so Roblox next week we take a look again. Okay, I don't tell you what we're going to do. Okay, next week we take a look. Then with that, I think we will end off this webinar. Okay, trade safe, stay safe, and good night everyone. Bye bye.
Thanks guys, thank you. Have a good trading. Bye.